Yes, Hari Om.
Hari Om.
The opening prayer for this session of Dharma Kshetra. Okay. Yes, Padmaja. Any prayer.
Asato ma satkamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Okay. नारायण समारंभां शंकराचार्य मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्य पर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः. So, Hari Om to everyone. So, since the prayer was Shankaracharya Madhyamam, I got a little trivia about Shankaracharya and the Bhagavad Gita. Recently, I found a nice tidbit that the Gita was hidden inside the Mahabharata, isn't it? It is a part, Vedavyasa did not write the Bhagavad Gita as a separate scripture. So, it was Shankaracharya who dug this out from this huge work called the Mahabharata with 1 lakh odd verses. And then he wrote a bhashya on the Gita. And that is why the Gita has come into prominence. See, imagine. The Shankaracharya have been, there's a beautiful book on his biography called Atmatirtham. Atmatirtham. If you can lay your hands on that book, please take it and read it. It is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. So in that book, I got this tidbit of information. Isn't that wonderful? It didn't even strike us, that the Gita, how come it's been removed from the Mahabharata and it's gotten, astitva of its own, andre. This is the secret. Shankaracharya, made it very prominent. Yes. Good. Then we can go to, we had done 29, in which Bhagavan says this Atma Jnana is an Ascharya, isn't it? Ascharyavat Pashyati Ascharyavat. So many Ascharyas are there in that shloka, if you recall. This Ascharyavat Pashyati Kashchidenam Ascharyavat Vadati Tathaiva cha Anyaha Ascharyavat Chainam Anyaha Shrunoti Shrutvapi Anye Shrutvapi Yenam Vedana Chaiva Kaschit. Means one sees this Atmajnana as the complete wonder. Oh my God, when you first hear that, Tattvamasi, it is like, it's like a bomb has gone off in your backyard. This the wonder. You are God. I mean, what a statement that is. Huh? To a complete novice who has no idea of what Vedanta is all about, he looks upon God as something somewhere up there, the controlling everyone. Then you are told, Tattvamasi, you are God. It's a wonder. Ascharyavat vadati tathaiva cha anyah. Another speaks of this as a wonder. You know what? I had got all the teachers, the acharyas. Shankaracharya himself in his short life has composed so many. He has written so many bhashyas, prakarana granthas, and stavas, stutis, stotras, everything. I mean, wonder how he could have accomplished so much in such a short life. Why? Because the subject is evergreen, speaks of it as a wonder. He can't stop speaking about it. You can't stop speaking about it. What else should I do with this body of life of mine, is what all these acharyas, all these teachers, masters, they ask, what else am I supposed to do with this body? It's not fit for anything else. It is fit only for talking about this wonderful truth. And then Ashcharyavat Shrunoti, all of us, we love to hear about it. Why? Why? Because it's about me. I'm the best subject I want to listen to about. It's beautiful to hear about my true nature all the time. So Ashcharyavat Shrunoti. Yet the wonder of wonders is, Ashcharya is, Shrutvapi Enam. After her hearing this, Veda na chaiva kaschit. Veda, one cannot understand. It's another Ashcharya, wonder. That is why Vivekananda calls it as the open secret. It's just out there. Yet, it's a secret. It remains a secret. I think there is no other subject in the universe which is this Atmajnana is the most unique knowledge subject that one can study. Yes. And then we can go to shloka number 30. Who wants to chant this? Dehi nityamavadyoyam dehe sarvasya bharata tasmat sarvani bhutani natvam shochitumarhasi. Yes, anyone, people
I
can
can.
chant this to get things warmed up. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
देहि देहि
Avadya.
नित्यमवध्योऽयं देहे सर्वस्य भारत तस्मात् सर्वाणि भूतानि न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि.
Any more volunteers?
देहि
Avadya. Avadyoyam.
अवध्योऽयं देहे सर्वस्य भारत तस्मात् सर्वाणि भूतानि न त्वं शोचितुम् अर्हसि.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can chant.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Dehi nityamavadhyoyam dehe sarvasya bharata tasmat sarvani bhutani natvam shochitam arhasi.
Yeah.
देहि नित्यमवध्योऽयं देहे सर्वस्य भारत तस्मात् सर्वाणि भूतानि न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि.
देहि नित्यमध्योऽयम्.
One nimsha, I'll split it up. Dehi nityam avadyaha ayam. Yes.
देहि नित्य अवध्योयः यं देहे सर्वस्य भारत तस्मात् सर्वाणि भूतानि न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि.
Shochitum arhasi. Okay, fine.
शोचितुमर्हसि.
Right. Okay. So anyone wants to expand on this? Very simple. One more reason why Arjuna should not grieve. Natvam shochitum arhasi. Arhate illa ninige, dukka padake. Shochitum, you should not grieve. Don't grieve for this whole drama, what you are going to witness, and these people are going to be killed. My people are going to be killed. All that, do not grieve. Why? One more reason. Dehi. Who is the Dehi? The indweller of the body. Deha means my body. Dehi is the one inside the body. The one who says I. Isn't it? The body does not say I. Does it? No. It's inert.
So
What?
indweller anna, soul anna, atma anna ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ಅಲ್ಲ?
ದೇಹಿ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟರ್ಮು ದೇಹಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆತ್ಮಾನೇ ಇಂಡ್ವೆಲರ್, ದೇಹಿ, ಆತ್ಮ, ಚೈತನ್ಯ. Nityam. It is Nitya, it's indestructible. The body goes, but the Deha remains. The Deha goes, but the Dehi is always there. He might not be in the Deha, but it's always there. No? Wonderful. Dehe sarvasya Bharata. It's always there, oh Bharata. Therefore, tasmat sarvani bhutani. That means in everyone it is there. This Dehi is not exclusive to you or Bhishma or Drona or me. No. It's there for every. Yeah, it's the same Dehi, it's the same consciousness which is illumining the entire drama, the same screen on which all this drama is being played. You don't have a piece of screen for yourself. And that, the body goes and the screen is also goes with it. No, the villain comes on the screen and the villain goes. No, the screen is not torn there. No. Picture continues. Picture abhi baki hai. Always. Eternal. Eternal movie is going on the screen, which is you. That is what Krishna is telling Arjuna. No, everyone is indestructible. Matter can neither be created nor destroyed. Deha is matter. Deha is matter. What you are crying that I'm going to kill this man, that man, no, it's just the bodies that are going to be killed. They are not going to be, he is always there. So do not grieve. Bottom line is don't grieve. Isn't it? What else can be said about this? Anything you want to add, people, to this beautiful shloka? See, so many reasons are our Krishna is giving. Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Arey, what were the reasons we have heard earlier? Don't cry. Bodies will come and go. One more body you will get. So many things has been told, isn't it? And then, yeah. So this one is, the Deha can be killed, but the Dehi is always there. Okay. Next one. Next reason. Swadharmamapi chaveksha navikampitum arhasi dharmyad viyuddhashtreyoonyaha. Yes. Yuddhashtreyoonyakshriyasya na vidyate. Okay, that's a tongue twister over there. Anyone wants to chant this? The one who is, Yeah, Heli, Suma. Yeah.
स्वधर्मपि चावेक्ष्य न विकम्पितुमर्हसि धर्म्याद्धियुद्ध्याश्रयोऽन्यत् क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते.
Beautiful, yes. Dharmadhiyuddhashtreyoonyaskshatriyasya na vidyate.
श्रेयोऽन्यत् क्षत्रियस्य
Kshatriyasya na vidyate. Beautiful, yes. All right. Who else wants to take a chance? Yes, Heli.
Yeah.
Swadharma
Mamapi cha veksha navikam patumarhasi dharmyadhivudya shreyonyate kshatriyasya na vidyate.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah. Sneha.
स्वधर्ममपि चावीक्ष्य न विकम्पितुमर्हसि धर्माधियुद्धाश्रेयोऽन्यः क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते.
Yeah. Anybody else want to take a shot?
Swadharmaphi
Chaveksha. All right. Yes. Anyone wants to explain this? Please go carry on. It's quite simple. And this huge, actually it is simple, but it requires a lot of contemplation, this particular shloka. Anyone wants to take a shot at it? Just, dwell on it. Yes.
I think this explains more on the Swadharma.
Oh, yeah.
On one's own, the duty is what has been prescribed. So for Arjuna, it is, to fight.
Dharmyadhiyuddhat
श्रेयोऽन्यत् श्रेयस्य न विद्यते.
Okay. That's nice. Somebody made an attempt to chant that. Okay. Yes, Padmaja, carry on. You read the meaning there first.
Yeah. Further, looking at thine own duty, though ought
This is
is
very,
not to waver, for there is nothing higher for a Kshatriya than a righteous war. So here Krishna is telling that, you fight because that is what is your Swadharma.
Hmm. Okay. Yes, people should pitch in here, okay? Lot of things to be said. What is Swadharma? First question,
Like
please.
it's one's own duty. Like for example, the duty of a doctor is to cure his patients. Teacher is like teaching, and each one has their own swadharma. Like we should not go and copy others' swadharma. You should do what you're good at. Actually, that is swadharma.
Yes, that's right. And how does this how has this Swadharma come down to me? Did I find myself in it helplessly?
No,
Yes
because
and no, I think. Yes, yes.
actually, like every time maybe it changes. Like initially you're interested in one thing, after some time, you have a degree in engineering. Then after a few years, like I just saw one podcast, like this doctor, he was a doctor like 35 years. Then he switched to becoming a person, like a writer, like writing novels, everything. So it just changes, I guess. Yeah.
How does it change? What is mixing over here?
I think your desire and passion, something. Yeah.
That's what the two terms are, Swadharma and Swabha.
So power. Yeah.
The bhava that you have.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So in this shloka, he's saying, yes, the greatest shreyas for anyone is to do one's own dharma. What is Arjuna's role over here? To wage the dharma yuddha. That's why he is here. And did this dharma yuddha come upon him all of a sudden? See, Krishna is catching hold of one point which we can all resonate with. It did not come overnight, isn't
Because,
it?
yeah,
Yes.
he is a Kshatriya. It
Ah.
automatically comes in him. As a Kshatriya, the Dharma is to fight for justice or
Yeah. Yeah, for dharma. Correct. Yes, that's right. So many, subtle points here. When he says, it is your swadharma, just go do your duty, Krishna has packed in a lot of things over there. He said, how did it come on your plate? First of all, you're a kshatriya. Second of all, you're a royal, you're a prince. And your dharma is to fight for your king. And he has declared war. Simplest of reasons. It's just your duty. And then you have been actively involved in the whole, this culmination has come after a long, years of, it has got a whole baggage to it. Not that all of a sudden, you're doing this. And there is no greater dharma for a kshatriya. Oh my God. You're a kshatriya, man. You can't just run away like that. You know what? Arjuna, he was such a good archer, apparently, that he could string the bow. You release the arrow and then you have to string some, and the arrow and the string will break when you release so many arrows. And he was so fast that before the opponent can take another bow from the quiver, Arjuna could string the bow very fast and again release one more arrow. So his skill as an archer was unparalleled. No matter what anyone says, Karna was good, but not as good as Arjuna, is what many commentators say. So you are such a good archer. That means your swadharma, swabhava, everything is there only. You have a ruchi, you are born in a Kshatriya clan, plus you have a ruchi for it also. That's why you are doing it so well. I might have been born as in a Kshatriya clan, but maybe I don't, I'm not such a great archer. I don't like waging wars. Like Buddha, leave everything and go off first only. Why did you train yourself so much? And so many far wars he has fought already with so much, with great, courage, isn't it? So this is a very weird behavior that he is facing. And point number 2, what are the other reasons why Arjuna has to fight this war? We can think about it. What are the other reasons Krishna might say? Why is this war important?
It's the bigger picture, that is Dharma, to establish Dharma, and Arjuna is an instrument.
Correct. It is a Dharma Yuddha. Correct. Inneno?
Inneno andre we have to have this Bhagavad Gita class only, then because of that only we are having this.
He is a Nimitta Matra. Correct. That's right. Because we also need to know, why should I go on getting up every day and do cooking in the kitchen? Why should I go on doing it? See, for us it's easy. One day we can order something and eat, no problem. But here the situation is not so fluid. He has to go and fight the war. Okay. And number second point is, this is a Dharma Yuddha. It's not an unrighteous war. You're not doing it for selfish reasons. Isn't it? That's another point here. There is no conflict of interest. There is no Vibhishana, for example, if he was supposed to fight with Ravana, then Vibhishana would have had a conflict of interest, which is why he came to this side. For you, that's not the case. You would have no conflict of interest. So why are you doing all this? Whereas Bhishma, Drona, Krupa, they all have a conflict of interest. Poor things. They should be having doubts, isn't it? But they are just standing there because it's their Dharma. It is their Dharma. They are fighting the war. Why you are getting? They are obeying their king. At least do that much. No. Obey your king. And I am telling you, obey me. So many things are here. Okay. And this Swadharma concept is very, very unique to Bhagavad Gita. Apparently, in no other scripture do we have reference to this Swadharma, and the stress on Swadharma Bhagavan is giving in this Bhagavad Gita. In a very, this is where the discussion on Swadharma happens in most scriptures. Here it is more prominent. So, the Varnashrama Dharma will come a bit later, isn't it? In the same, I think the second chapter only, this Varnashrama Dharma will come. So how has this Varna come about? Is one thing you can dwell on. How has this Varnashrama Dharma? This Swadharma is very much related to Varnashrama Dharma, isn't it? What are the Varnas? We all know. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Shudra, Vaishya. But the way it has been projected is a bit, limited. We need to understand this Swadharma ashrama business in a much more bigger canvas is there. For example, any organization has a hierarchy of people. There's a think tank. They have the vision and mission of the policies of their organization is given by them. Can we think of them as the first ashrama, the Brahmana? We can and we should. And then there is a legal team, who have to defend the company, its policies, its rules, the IP rights, whatever. The legal team has a lot of work on their hands. They are the ones who defend and protect the organization. Can we think of them as a Kshatriya clan? They have a different type of skill sets. And then we have another team which get the resources. They go and meet the marketing team. They go and meet the venture capitalists. They raise the funds. They manage the money flow, inflow, outflow. Can we think of them as the Vaishyas? And then we have the implementers, the people who actually execute the job and serve it on the plate. Can we think of them as a Shudra clan? So this is what the Varnashrama Dharma is. It is just distribution. It's a group classification according to one's skill sets. Unfortunately, this Varnashrama, this whole thing has become a point of conflict in society, and people make fun of it across the world. It's not. We should be in a position to be able to explain it in the spirit with which it was given in the Bhagavad Gita. Okay. So we discuss so many roles here. So one single person cannot have all these. It's very rare that one single person can handle all these things by himself or herself. So we have several people assigned to do roles. So this Varna Vyavastha, if anyone asks us, what is this Varna Vyavastha you have in your Dharma, Sanatana Dharma is Varna Vyavastha, you say yes, it's about core competence. Yes, Sneha?
So the question that I have is, an individual can assume different roles, right? Like, for example, a woman can be a top executive in her company. At the same time, she does all the household work at home, right?
Yes.
So,
Role.
Varnas, again, like I said again, that an individual can play different roles. Can be the Brahmana in her company, can be a Shudra at her home,
Absolutely. Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Even a man. I'm
Yeah, a person. Yeah. So just because I am I'm the Shudra at home doing all the implementation of on those skill sets, will I be hired for a executive job in some huge company, or will I be put in the think tank? Or just because I am the think tank and I am the finance minister at home, I manage the finances, will I be hired for some organization as a, advisor? No, Alva. See, those skill set, what you spoke about, they're very, very limited to that role I'm playing. Isn't it?
correct, but this can be used as an argument for this, the conflict that's there in our society about the Varnashrama Dharma. No?
We are looking at what you are doing for society, your contribution to society. At your home, workplace, this is what you're doing in your workplace. At your home, you do hundreds of things. No
No,
problem.
not just home and workplace. It can be in different situations.
Like what?
Um,
Can you go and can you take Arjuna's place?
no,
Can someone take Arjuna's place?
no.
No. So it's a very, very specific core competence. Most roles in the company itself, in a very small company, most roles, take one kirana shop only. You leave that fellow who packs. There is the shopkeeper is sitting there, and there's a little boy or two or three boys who pack the thing. Can they reverse roles? It's very difficult. Both of them have their specialities. They might manage when one fellow is on leave or something, but that shopkeeper will not have the ruchi to go pick up the thing and wait on the weighing scale and tie it and give it. No, maybe not. It's difficult. Or in a big supermarket, you have a cashier is in one section and the packers are somebody else. They're all very. It's a core competence thing. At least for the big picture. What is I might be able to do other things, but there's one thing which I can do specifically very well. And do you want to be in cash or you want to be in packing section? Immediately the fellow will be able to answer. No.
It is a team activity. It is a team activity.
Team, sorry. Here, individual vasana we are discussing.
Yeah. Yes.
Team, of course, it's a team. Arjuna alone cannot win the war.
Sorry.
Yeah,
So
Shweta.
Purnimaji, I think in the gist there was no all the So in today's world, when you go to school, college, everything, you study science, social studies, accounting, name it, like mathematics. They try to do an all-round development to a point where we don't become specialist until unless you become a doctor or a lawyer, right? But in those days, I think there was no all-round development. I'm sure they try to teach you other things, but if you are going to be a Vaidya, from whenever they go to Gokula, all you do is Vaidya jobs, right? So that's what your immersion is. So their knowledge is so deep. So the Vaidya cannot come out and become a warrior or become who can go raise money. He would not know how to do all of that. So I think for that society, it kind of made sense because there was no all-round development. Or you study general administration MBA, you can either become a finance professional or a marketeer or something else, right? So I think those days, how it was set up, you pick one
Gita, are you sure
karma
you're
and
right?
stick to that. Huh?
Are you sure you're right about, they were not given all-round education? Because they used to be sent to
But
the Gurukula at the age of 8 and they come out at the age of 16. 8 years. They were all given the general stuff only, like what we have right now, I think.
Only thing they
no,
were
what I'm
not
saying is
graded on.
maybe, but what happens is I think once whatever that general stuff is done, wherever you go, the immersion is there, right? That's where they kind of go immerse themselves into that particular profession. And that's how the Varna went in. But unfortunately, if your father is a Kshatriya, you learn how to fight before you do anything else, right? Or if your dad's an accountant, you learn accounting before you do anything else, because that's what you grow up seeing. And normally your core competency will be stronger there, because that's what you got exposed to at a very young age, even before you went to Gokula.
Correct. That's right. So you're saying now it's no longer valid? That's what you're saying now in this society?
Yeah, because I think, yes, because I can be like an engineering student, or I can be a CEO of a company and looking at financial and still be like competent at that, because you learned that core competency and you overcompensated.
That's fine.
So I think that's how I look at it. So
okay, that's fine. That's where Swadharma and Swabhava are, they are more flexible now. They can blend easily. That's right. Yes, Anu, you were saying something.
No, I was listening to what everyone was sharing. I agree again, core competency. As Arjuna had the competency to fight as a good archer, and as a Kshatriya, his dharma was to wage war against adharma, and that was his competence. In today's world, if we apply, it's more like, as you gave the example of an organization, anyone, like Sneha was saying, a mother can do a job in the house by cooking, and again, she can be a CEO. That's her job as a wife or as a mother or as a sister, daughter, and everything. That's her swadharma, to take care of the family and everything. But in the office, again, that dharma changes. She's running a company.
The battlefield, yes, it changes.
Yeah, the role changes in every place, and that she has to again do her dharma as a CEO, whatever she's, as a financial or an analyst or anything it can be.
Correct.
She cannot say, "Oh, I'm a wife, I'm not doing this job" or something. So that's what I was thinking across. Yeah,
you're right. Yes, absolutely. Sneha is a singer and she teaches classical music. When she is donning that hat, she cannot go back to being a mother. Maybe with her interaction with the children, that will come, that's going to aid this role. Absolutely. See, all the four dharmas, varnas, they support each other. All the four tendencies in ourselves, they support each other. There is no doubt or there is no conflict. They are all very complementary to each other. Isn't it? So Kshatriya cannot say, I will fight only for myself. No, he is there. He is fighting for the country or whatever it is. The businessman cannot say, I'll work only for my. Without his knowledge, he's supporting the economy of the society. Like this, it cannot be isolated at all in society. Everyone is complementing everybody else. So, there is dharma, there is swadharma, and there is swabhava. Like how Shweta has put it, it's very, that swadharma, maybe yes, as she put it, maybe in those days, They did not have too many choices to go away from their chosen, not given path. That's another thing. This Swadharma is given to us. Yes, Sneha.
Yeah, sorry to just cut your flow so many times, but I think Karna is again a very classic example of this conflict of Swadharma and
Correct.
Swabhava.
Perfect. Absolutely.
He's born as a Kshatriya, but he's raised as a horseman.
Howdu.
I mean, alva. So, I mean, he faces that so much throughout his life.
Very true.
Yeah.
Howdu. Howdu. Yes, that's right. So many of us, or also we find ourselves in such situations. You're forced to do something which you have no ruchi for. So what do we do?
Purnamaji,
Yeah. Yes, Sama.
the Varna, that word, whatever, it's
Mm.
described in the 18th chapter.
Mm.
Brahmana Kshatriya Visham.
18th, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because it is so often discussed, it seems as if it's even.
So the Lord goes in detail describing the karmas of each group,
Yeah.
and then he explains why it is there in the first place. So I mean, we still have a while to go before we go there. But I really like the point you made about Arjuna fighting so many hundreds of battles before the Kurukshetra war.
True.
And he didn't think twice about it. He killed people before, hundreds of people, hundreds of soldiers. Never thought twice about it. It's just now when he saw his
It's still.
people, he considered his people,
Hmm.
that he's having these thoughts.
Conflicts all come with this attachment.
Attachment. And one more thing is that Lord Krishna was talking up until this point, he was talking about the Atma,
Hmm.
how the Atma is indestructible, how temporary the body is.
Yes.
Uh, from that stage, he has now come to our Swadharma.
Dharma. Correct.
Yeah.
Very good point there. So until now, Krishna gave reasons of number one, Atma is indestructible. Number two, the Deha is also indestructible. He said that last time because it's just a bundle of Panchabhutas.
Hmm.
They can't be destroyed. That also.
Right.
And then he said, okay, if you think he's dying, again he's going to get another body. That also he says, Vasansi Jirnani Yatha Vihaya. One more body they will get. Why are you worried? So many arguments. Now he has come to this. Oh, let me try this Dharma approach.
Yeah, he has exhausted every standpoint.
He is going to exhaust.
Yeah, he's going to, yeah.
Yeah, 16 more chapters to come. Lots more reasons why we should go on doing our work. Then he'll come to Karma Yoga. So many things are there still.
Yeah.
Yoga Buddhi will come next. So we are still doing this Swadharma business. What did Sneha say right now? She said some point it came and it slipped my
She
mind.
spoke about
About
Karna.
Karna. Yeah.
Karna, correct, Karna. That's right, absolutely. So there, yes, very, very huge conflict. Yeah, that's right. So what should we do when we are in such a situation? See, this Swadharma is given to me. Which is more flexible, Swadharma or Swabhava, according to all of us here? Which is more flexible? What can be changed easily?
Swadharma can be changed.
Swadharma is easier, I mean, relatively.
Is it?
Oh, yeah?
But with the societal pressures, I don't know. So I think sometimes you have to change your swabhava just to adjust to what situation you've been put in.
Correct.
That's right.
Okay.
The Dronacharya, right? Like
Yeah.
his profession is to teach, but then during the Mahabharata war, he had to fight against Pandavas.
Correct. That's an exception, Suma. Most of us, for us, Swadharma, it is given to us. Why?
Yeah.
Because it depends on a whole lot of things. My prarabdha is involved in that. Why am I born in a Kshatriya family? Why am I born in a Shudra family? Why am I born in an engineer, in a house full of doctors or engineers or whatever, in a royal family? that whole thing is about my own prarabdha. Why am I placed there? So when it comes to karna, he should also think that was my prarabdha. I was supposed to be raised by these people, like that. So that's why later Krishna comes. For that prasada buddhi will come later. So many things are involved in this. So swabhava, like Shweta said, I can tweak it. I can tweak it a bit. I can settle for less. I want to be a singer, but I'm forced to work. Maybe singing doesn't give me a lot of income. So I need to I have a beautiful, great corporate job, but that singing I can still have it as a hobby, isn't it? Swabhava can be, but making the swabhava itself your profession, fantastic. You're lucky. You're blessed. For most of us, swabhava will be a hobby. For most of us, isn't it? Where the mind runs. For us, all this Vedanta has become our swabhava now. Bhagavad Gita has become our swabhava. Beautiful. It's a beautiful compliment to whatever dharma we are doing. Swadharmas, whatever we are doing after this 1 hour, this is a beautiful compliment. And by the way, below Swadharma, Swadharma and Swabhava, the base is Dharma. All the Varnashramas have to function with a common Dharma. What is that? So many Dharmas, so many, uncompromising Dharmas is Satya, Ahimsa. All those basic qualities have to be maintained by all the Varnas. No matter what I'm doing, all these have to be maintained. Dharma is the basis for everything. Later Swadharma, then comes Swabhava. So they are also enmeshed that it's very, very difficult to slice them and talk about it very separately. Okay. What happens if I don't do my Swadharma? Where my Swadharma and Swabhava are both in alignment, like Kshatriya and Arjuna, all the warriors over there, Swadharma, Swabhava are in alignment. Now Krishna, this Arjuna is saying, I will drop my bow and arrow and I'm going to take sannyasa. How will that work? There's a cricketer who plays, beautifully on the field. He is the king. He has got broken all the records. Then he wants to go into politics. You think it will work? Unless he's got a very, very, dichotomous brain which can manage both. It's very difficult. That being a politician requires a completely different, skill set than playing here cricket, isn't it? So being a Kshatriya, he has got everything. He has got all the skills to be in the Yuddha. But to become a sannyasi, it's not easy. What this fellow has here is Smashana Vairagya or battlefield Vairagya. Will it last?
It's temporary.
It's temporary. Ultimate sannyasa or renunciation, it's a lifetime of sadhana, isn't it? It requires a lifetime of sadhana. And his vasana is so strong that at the right moment, just when the responsibilities are staring at your face, you can't just drop everything and go away. And all the other reasons this Krishna will give now, it's very beautiful. We can go to the next shloka. Very beautiful. He says, what happens if you run away from your duties? Yes, 32, anyone wants to chant? Shweta, if you are unmuted. Yadruchya chopapannam swargadvaram apavrutam sukhinah kshatriyah partha labhante yuddhamidrusham. Yes. Okay, we can breeze through this. So, yadruchya cha upapannam. This war has come to you, it's given to you. It's on your plate right now. Right now, it is said in our culture, abhyagata, the atiti who comes unannounced is God. Abhyagata he is called. We have a function going and we have called some 30 guests. They all arrive and the 31st arrives without our, extending an invitation. And that fellow also doesn't know he comes, that he is a most special guest. He needs to be treated specially. So here Krishna is saying, happy indeed are the Kshatriyas, O Partha, who are called to fight in such a battle. That comes of itself as an open door to heaven. For a Kshatriya, what is the biggest thing? Kshatriya, Krishna is reminding him, the biggest duty for a Kshatriya is to go fight when there's a call. For a soldier in our times right now, army and the navy and all these armed forces, for them, there's a call for war, they get excited. We all hope and pray, civilians, oh, let there not be war, let there not be war. I'm sure they also don't want to go into war unnecessarily. But when there's a call, they just go. They're full of, how is the Josh? Hi, sir, always. Because they're primed for that moment. They're all primed for that moment. A good cook is primed for they want to prepare a feast when the opportunity arises. Like that. So it is an open door to heaven. Swargadwaram apavritam. The door to heaven has opened for you, Arjuna. Why is a battlefield a door to heaven? People?
Because
Because
it satisfies him.
yes. Yes,
Basically that.
satisfies it's a fulfillment of their life purpose.
So again, if he wins the battle, it's heavenly. It's a heavenly feel. If he
Okay,
loses the battle, he'll go to heaven. I mean,
very true. Also Krishna says.
True.
Yes,
Yes, I think you're dying. You okay? Not dying is not what Virgati. When you are
Veeragati.
fighting, when you get your Viragati, when you're fighting for your nation and for the cause and protecting
Yes.
other people.
Yeah,
So besides, I think, irrespective of what you've done,
correct.
you'll still have that gate open, direct gate to heaven.
Absolutely. Correct. It is, yes, Anu.
It's a selfless action they're doing for the country or the role, whatever they're doing, or as a
Correct.
Kshatriya.
Yes, absolutely. Correct. So Veeragati is what it is. Anyone who dies on the battlefield attains Veeragati. They will have a glimpse of heaven. We have this little anecdote, no, when Yudhishthira and at the end everyone dies and everyone goes to wherever they are assigned to. Yudhishthira gets a glimpse of hell. Why? Because of that Ardha Satya that he uttered. And then he goes to heaven and there he sees Duryodhana and all these Kauravas over there. And why? Because soldier, he died in a battlefield doing his duty. But then, of course, that is very temporary. Again, when that little Viragati Punya is exhausted, they'll be thrown to whatever hell they belong to. That's different. But still, dying in a battlefield is a huge, it's a matter of maryada for a Kshatriya. I have a friend who is a colonel, who retired as a colonel, and I had once asked him, what is the how did you all enjoy, it's such a hard life, starting from the training itself as a soldier to get into the armed forces. The training itself, he was describing 2 years. Oh my God, too much. Middle of the night, you wake up, they dunk a bucket of ice water on you. What all he was describing. And I said, how did you all manage? He said, I enjoyed it. We all enjoyed it. Not a single moment of my service I regretted. But I have only one regret, he said. One regret. What is that? I was never posted to the Siachen glacier. That's the highest battleground in the world. The temperatures are like it's 13 to 18,000 degrees above the feet above sea level, and the temperatures, don't ask, several minus notches below zero. And there, when a soldier is posted to Siachen Glacier, that is the high point of his service. So my friend, he was saying, that is my only regret. I was never posted to Siachen. See, imagine, the soldiers, they are willing to go to any lengths. I mean, it's a Swargadwara for them. If he was posted to Siachen, he would have been Swargadwara. In that biting cold with no resources, just stand there and, guard your country. That's the high point of his profession, he felt. Like that, for a Kshatriya, Swadgadvaram apavrutam. You have.
என்னாச்சுமா?
You're in such a beautiful situation here and you're just willing to just, give it away. Stupid. You should find delight in it. You should take advantage of it. Go for it. That's what Krishna is telling Arjuna. We can do 33, 34, 35 also. 33, 34 we can do. Yes, 33.
I can.
Yes, please.
अत चेत्त्वं त्वमिमं धर्मं सङ्ग्रामं न करिष्यसि ततः स्वधर्मकीर्तिं च हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि.
Yes. Next also you can do. Akirtim chapi bhutani kathayishyanti te vyayam. Yes. Here.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಸಂಭಾವಿತಸ್ಯ ಚಾಕೀರ್ತಿರ್ಮರಣಾದತಿರಿಚ್ಯತೆ. ಯಾ, ನೀನು ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ.
अकीर्तिं चापि भूतानि कथयिष्यन्ति ते व्ययां स्वभावितस्य चाकीर्तिं मरणादतिरिच्यते.
संभावितस्य चाकीर्तिं मरणादितरिच्यते. So, yeah. Atha chaivam imam dharmyam sangramam na karishyasi. If you do not fight this war, if you do not do your swadharma, righteous war, tata swadharmam kirtim cha hitva papam avapyasi. You have abandoned your own duty and you will incur sin. Look at that. See, these are all very subtle points. We should also try to, understand. If you don't do your dharma, you're right there, you're given some duty, and if you do not do it, if you just drop it and run away, papam avapyasi, you will incur sin. Yeah. So one can ask, why did Buddha, Gautama, Siddhartha, he also abandoned his, little child and he went away. But that was his swadharma. That sannyasa was his swadharma. By mistake, like Karna, he was born in this family. That is what we can infer. Isn't it? Because that is where he bloomed. The 1,000-petaled Buddha, he bloomed there in that marga. He was a misfit in the Kshatriya family. But it is not the case with Arjuna. So that is what Krishna is telling him. If you do not fight this righteous war, and having abandoned your own duty and fame, Kirti also will go, you will incur sin. In the next shloka is saying, Akirtim chapi bhutani katayishyanti te avyayam. Forever they are going to, you are going to have that apakirti forever. See how many times Yudhishthira uttered an lie during the entire Mahabharata. Yudhishthira is known for his name itself is Dharmaraya. Yet, when we think of Yudhishthira, we think of that one Ardha Satya that he uttered. Just one. Just once, chuk jao or finished. Arjuna also, how many wars he has fought. But this war, if he drops his bow and arrow and goes away, he'll be known only for this. And nobody will remember the other things that he has done. Avyayam, for ages people will go on. See, even now we are all talking of Arjuna Vishada Yoga, isn't it? Forever people are going to discuss it. People too will recount your everlasting dishonor. And to one who has been honored, dishonor is more than that. Apakirti is worse than death. Imagine. Apakirti is worse than death for a kshatriya. Beautiful points that Krishna, see how he is catching the pulse of everyone, isn't it? Nas pakad raha hai. Bhagavan, sabka. Worldly standpoint also, you should be fighting this war. Yes, what else you want to add to this?
It's all meant to be for for the world today also. I mean, that's why Krishna took him and I mean drove the chariot and and just stopped in the middle of the battlefield, stopped time and everything. It was meant for us, for our future generations, everything.
Correct.
I think every little concept, how we are able to apply in our lives, amazing it is, amazing.
It's so beautiful, really.
And it's also meant to be for the Dharma Kshetra, you know. I mean, for this virtual Dharma Kshetra.
Yes.
Moderated by Purnima.
Simply one reflected glory. Simply one kirti is coming. Reflected.
No, not at all. Certainly, please.
So we are really so blessed to be in this space, discussing all this, listening it straight from Bhagavan, Hayagriva's mouth, horse's mouth. So beautiful. And like Sneha said, applicable every day. We have to remember all these teachings, how to do. Yes, Shweta, how to do.
Purnimaji, I know you don't like when people compliment that way, but here I'm gonna like put something what I learned in class today. So giving this class is Swadharma or Swabhavaful, right? So from that
Swabhava has
lens,
become Swadharma now.
yes, exactly, right? Or I think it was you told me, right? You did not learn Bhagavad Gita because you said you learned it from your uncle who was telling you to learn Bhagavad Gita.
Correct.
Right? So it was not even a swabhava for you at that time. Somehow at some point it was a swadharma is how you accepted it. That you made it a swabhava. And from that swabhava, you're doing a swadharma to us, your students, and trying to get into our swabhava. There you go.
Wow.
So I'm not giving a compliment, but it's the name of Lord Krishna.
Yes.
But
yeah.
thank you for that. Truly appreciate it.
You know what? If you were all not here, where will I go with my swabhava? You know?
No, that's what I'm saying, right? You're also like, you looped us into it, and we are right now in we all congregate in the name of Lord Krishna. So even though he's maybe created this situation, but you are making the situation sweeter. So there you go.
You feel very, very blessed like that. Swargadvaram has opened for me, actually. You know, really. This opportunity is the Swargadvara for all of us.
For all of us, yes.
Yeah, it is the Swargadvara that Prabhuji has opened for all of us. So we have to do this, whatever it is, Swadharma or Swabhava. Let us engage in it for as long as possible, forever. That is my prayer. So even if one single person is there, we will sit and do this manana of the Bhagavad Gita. Okay? Done. So, prayer. Om asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrutyormam amrutangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Nanu Nanimbudu Nanalla Ideha Manabuddhi Nanalla Satchidanandatma Shivananu Nane Shivoham Shivoham Shivoham. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.